2014. Before we get started, let's take a moment of silence. Now, let's go to the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The birthdays for today are Abriana Bellamy and Hannah Johnson. Happy birthday!
8th grade ad pictures and payments will be due Friday to Ms. Reynolds in room 811.
To prepare for the multicultural fair, students need to complete one of the projects your teacher has and turn it in by February 17th. See your social studies teacher for a list of options.
The Black History Month video.
The color of the skin is in no way connected with strength of the mind or intellectual powers. Those are the words of Benjamin Banneker, and his entire life was proof of what he said. His math skills were so impressive that at age 22 he built a clock, carving all the gears himself out of wood. Banneker then went to work for a surveyor, laying out a 10-mile by 10-mile square of land. His job was to make the astronomical observations necessary to lay out that square of land perfectly. That square, by the way, became the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Banneker used his tremendous scientific knowledge to publish an almanac so that everyone from farmers to sailors would know when the high tide would be, what time the sun was setting, the phases of the moon. He calculated all this and laid it out in an almanac. Banneker's accomplishments are celebrated in books with an honorary postage stamp. And across this country, there are schools, elementary schools, high schools, academies, charter schools named in his honor. As great of a mathematician and scientist as Banneker was, he wasn't all math and science. He wrote to Thomas Jefferson complaining how Jefferson was all for the rights and liberties of people, but at the same time owned slaves himself. Banneker wrote Jefferson that, quote, "You should, at the same time, be found guilty of that most criminal act which you professedly detested in others," end quote. But in the end, we'll always remember Benjamin Banneker as a great mathematician and scientist.